their new leader, her first match at the helm for this side this afternoon. A couple of fans in the stands around us, ready to go for this one.
Señoras y señores, les pedimos ponerse de pie para los himnos nacionales de Estados Unidos, seguido por el himno nacional de Cuba.
An undoubtedly immensely proud moment for the rising stars of the future out there this afternoon for the singing of the national anthem. Both teams getting set, just about ready to go. Sandra Benitez, the referee. She will be assisted by Lydia Ayala and Iris Vale. Naomi Gurma will wear the captain's armband for the United States this afternoon as they get in formation for a quick picture before kickoff. All smiles for the United States. Laura Harvey down on the sideline. The US and Cuba just about ready to square off for the third time in history. The two previous meetings were also in the group stage of the Concacaf Under-20 women's competition. And here we'll take a look at the first starting lineup for head coach Laura Harvey. As we mentioned, Naomi Girma will wear the captain's armband. Claudia Dickey gets the start between the sticks. Jenna Niswanger will roam in the middle of the park. Keep your eye on her getting into the attack as well. Alexis Spanstra leads the team in minutes played. A real engine in the middle of the park. And there is the picture for Cuba. Cuba has never qualified for the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. Looking to turn the tide. Of course, starting here as the road to the World Cup this summer begins right now. Another look at the officials there, Sandra Benitez, as she does the toss. There are her assistants, Alianne Matamoro. Captains this side for Cuba. You can see there just a breezy wind. Awesome conditions out there this afternoon. Earlier on today, it was a 4-4 draw between Jamaica and Guatemala. We did see a stop for a hydration break in that match, and we will likely see the same this afternoon. As we take a look at the lineup for Cuba, Matamoro starts between the sticks. Claudia Prats on there as well. Nunez and Catherine Rodriguez, one to keep your eye on. Head coach Eldelcio Garrigo. The US last words from Laura Harvey. They get set to take the field for this one. We'll take a look at the substitutes. Just 3 subs allowed per team during these matches. Spirits are high for the US team. It completed their final training in Miami before heading over to the Dominican Republic. And for Cuba, they've got a tall task on their hands this afternoon. As we mentioned, this is their 4th time participating in the Concacaf Women's Under-20s. They're returning after an 8-year absence. They are yet to advance from the group stage, and they have actually met the US in all but one of their appearances in these early group stages. Bit of a change to the competition this year. Normally 3 berths to the Under-20 Women's World Cup would be available. However, due to 2 countries hosting the World Cup this summer in Costa Rica and Panama, that makes it just 2, and the competition heats up even more for these teams, and we are underway from Santo Domingo. The US looking to possess early. Around the back they go, cool and composed on the ball. This team is just littered with talent. Girma for Wesley. Wesley, her Stanford teammate. As a freshman, started 13 of the 24 games she appeared in. What's interesting for these teams out here, they come in, a lot of them for the US have met each other during the collegiate season, and now all representing their country. For Cuba, all of Cuba's players are based domestically, and 6 of which play for Santiago de Cuba. Long ball up top, finds no feet. Prats in the middle of the park. A nice touch up top. Fischel just outside the box, looking to lay one in, and good defending in the end. Hernandez is there. Throw in for the US on the far side. Vast number of white jerseys in the box. And another one coming for Talia Della Peruta. The only player to play overseas currently. She plays in Germany, part of the under-17 side that won the second straight Concacaf championship in Nicaragua. Spanstra looking to pick up the seconds. And well read, that'll go out for the first corner kick of the match. Spanstra going into her junior year, whips one in, an in-swinger. Heads on the end of it, not on target. And a goal kick coming up for Matamoro. Quickly taken. Cuba work it down the flank. And Benitez is going to give that. Nice turn, nothing to connect it. Very congested in the midfield. Valdez. Finds feet out wide. Borrego. We mentioned a very talented team for this US side. 4 players have been called to the senior women's national team camp. Macy Bell, Germa at the back, Pinto and Sophia Smith. Some real top talent on the fringes for this side playing in this tournament. Lopez. It's a deflection out for the US. For the US, the roster consists of 16 collegiate players, 3 youth side players, and the 1 professional on the bench here this afternoon. Spanstra. Out it goes, corner kick number 2 coming up. As we approach the 5-minute mark, another in-swinger. The 2-time All-American to whip it in, back post it goes, nice delivery. Will go out for a goal kick coming up. Pushing and shoving maybe going on in the box. Matamoro, one of the 6 players who plays for Santiago de Cuba. He's looking for that success down the flanks. Fischel lays it back, can't connect in the box, and Cuba can get it away. Characteristic from Germa, put under a bit of pressure. He's the 2019 College Cup most outstanding defensive player. He's just unbelievable throughout the season entirely. Another one of the US players that's attempting to qualify for the 2nd World Cup. In her span with this side. 25 caps already under her belt. Nice swinger. A nice turn Nothing to come of it. Out at the back, Matamoro. Clears to safety. Nice swinger again. Really loves to orchestrate the middle of the park as she does for Florida State. Holmes. Deep ball to the back post. And Lopez keeps it in on the far side. Gets herself in a bit of trouble down there. See the communication from the Cuba side. Spirits high for them as we were watching the warm-ups earlier. Peruta. Wesley. Gemma sends it all the way home to Dickey in goal. She's finished her sophomore year with UNC. It's a fantastic vision of the game. Split time in 2019. So comfortable on the ball. Holmes loves to work her way up the flank. Drops one into the middle. Nicely done. Here's Pinto. Looking for some greenery. Sprays one out wide. Spanstra in the box. Looking for the negative. And it's there. And what a brilliant tap in. Mia Fischel to open the scoring for the United States. Well, Mia Fischel, she scored the opening goal for the US at the 2018 Under-17 World Cup. She scores the opening goal for the Under-20 Concacaf competition. We'll have another look at the build-up. Good ball out wide. Spanstra had been dangerous in this early going. Picks one back. And Fischel does well. Cool, calm and composed in the box. And manages to pick a path around Matamoro. Mia Fischel, just excellent in the box. And the United States find themselves up 1-0 in the 8th minute. Estadio Olímpico Felix Sanchez is the site for this one. Cuba an opportunity to get it out of their own half into the attack. Won by Holmes at the back. Valdez, just 18 years old. Here comes Fischel again, looking for some trickery. Options into the attack it goes, and just put wide of the target. Pinto fancying her chances in front of goal. See confirmation of that goal down on the graphic there. Mia Fischel in the 9th minute. Jenna Nice swinger on your screen there. The California native, 4 caps, earning her 5th here this afternoon. Part of the ever brilliant FSU side. 20 games started at the 23 she appeared in. Very consistent member of the US youth international teams. Here comes an opportunity for Cuba. Over the top of the bar it goes. But Rodriguez with all the time in the world to get a strike away. Rodriguez from Villa Clara in Cuba. Valdez. Leaves it for Hernandez. Borrego. The pressure is on. Borrego comes out on top. To the top of the box it goes. Nice swinger. Heads away. Good defensive work from Jenna. Nice swinger there. And here we go, big ball into the attack. Fischel, the goal is wide open, and she just taps it in, and she makes it 2 for the United States. Excellently read. Mia Fischel catches Matamoro off her goal, and the US 2-0 up in the 12th minute. We'll have another look at this. A brilliantly timed ball through. The official doing well to hold her run there. She just gets on the wrong side of Matamoro. And all it needed was a slow dribble into the net. Fantastically done again. Great composure. And slots it home. Cuba now with an opportunity to reset. A couple of bright sparks in this early going. The US with everybody back to help defend. Instruction coming down from the LDCO Grego. Valdez gets the strike away in a brilliant save. Claudia Dickey to the rescue. Quickly taken, sprays one out wide. Duong. Into nice swinger. Out wide Holmes. The Washington University product. It's one of that family of athletes. Her father, Mark, played football at Colorado State. Mum was a cheerleader at Iowa, and brother Tanner wrestled for Virginia. Talk about running, athleticism running in your genes. Wesley to get us back underway as we approach the 15th minute. You mentioned it's the first match at the helm for head coach Laura Harvey. Maybe another opportunity here. She's onside, and it's goal number 3 for the United States. And that one just came out of absolutely nowhere. Brianna Pinto gets on the score sheet. Another look at this. Again, it comes through from the direct ball. Brianna Pinto, one-on-one with Matamoro. Just so cool and composed, the United States. And they are 3-0 up, off to a flying start in the Under-20 Women's Concacaf tournament. The US really starting to fire on all cylinders now. Cuba under some pressure at the back. There's a goal scorer, Brianna Pinto, going into her junior year at UNC. Germa all the way home to Dickey. 5'10" goalkeeper, great stature, incredibly agile. And the US just looking ever composed on the ball. 9 different colleges on the roster for Laura Harvey. As well as 12 states represented. The most coming from California, 6 players on the roster this afternoon from California. Spanstra drops one across the box. And the ball led through. Can the US do anything with it? Congestion from Cuba, takes the deflection, falls to the top. Nice swinger. Comes flying in. Really connects the dots all over the park. Spanstra, edge of the box, fancies a bit of trickery. And one too many touches means an opportunity for Cuba to clear. Nice swinger. Finds Germa. Ground ball in. Nice under the feet. Fischel once again. Looking to get it back. This time Matamoro comes out confident. A big task for her this afternoon. A real leader on this side. Launches one into the attack. Return to the middle. Duong. Offside. Here's the flag. The referee opts to let them play. Fisher would have finished it anyway, but it will be called back for the offside. Mia Fischel just highly energetic. She helped the US win the 2016 Under-15 Concacaf Championship. She won the Golden Ball. Recorded a hat-trick and 3 assists in that one. She is one person you don't want to find yourself in a one-on-one with in front of goal. It's happened twice, unfortunately, for Cuba. And here she comes again, Fischel. The US coming forward with energy. Into the box it goes. No final product that time. Nice swinger. Ever rising over the top of the bar. Well, if you're just joining us, Mia Fischel scored the first 2. Brianna Pinto made it 3 for the United States. We'll take another look at this one as the cross comes in. And this was the offside call. Good step by Cuba there. It's Poppy Miller, thrilled to be bringing this one to you. Thank you for joining us for this afternoon's match, wherever you are. Nice swinger. Out wide to Spanstra. Holmes. Pinto getting involved in the attack. Spanstra to the byline and just runs out of greenery. Looks like it took a deflection though. Corner kick number 3 coming up for the US. Laura Harvey down on the sideline. You've got to be very pleased with the way the team has started in this one. Nice swinger. Trips it across the box. No redirection. This is a team for the US that has quite a bit of experience. 9 players have previously participated in a youth World Cup qualifying tournament. It's found so much success over the years. In 18 matches, the US have scored 5 or more goals in Under-20 Women's Concacaf. 28 of those games have been shutouts for the US against their opponents. Nice one at acres of space. Always picks a perfect pass. Nothing fancy. Looping ball over, Spanstra is offside. And you can see down below us movement from the US bench. Sandra Benitez, the referee in the middle of the park for this afternoon's match. Laura Harvey saying earlier this week ahead of today's match she was so ready to get back involved with international football. She's found so much success with the NWSL over her years. We'll take another look at this. Free kick coming up for Cuba. Laura Harvey spending 7 years coaching in NWSL. Won the NWSL Shield with Seattle Reign in 2014 and 15. But also no stranger to US soccer, worked as a scout for the under-17 women's national team and worked as a head coach and assistant for the U23s as well as a very successful stint in England. Born in Coventry, played for Wolves and Birmingham before beginning coaching in 2002 for Birmingham City. And of course, a famous spell at Arsenal with 3 consecutive FA titles, 1 FA Cup and 2 Continental Cup wins. Matamoro. Catching practice on that occasion. Big ball out of the back. Looking to hit with the direct. Nice Wonger. Fantastic first half so far. Spanstra regains possession. Good movement from the US. Offside is the call, though unfortunate on that one. Trinity Rodman there, and we'll take another look. It's a fraction off. Trinity Rodman, the daughter of former NBA superstar Dennis Rodman. Another California native from this roster. Another exciting prospect for the future. Cuba, an opportunity to launch one to the top of the box. Pinto on the battle. Cuba inside the box now and outnumbered. Nobody at home. But a nice spell of pressure from Cuba. Safety in numbers from the US. But a bit stop-start in these last couple of minutes. Lopez on the far side. Looping ball back in. As we mentioned earlier, stakes in this competition are higher than ever. Normally it is 3 berths from this tournament that gets you a ticket to the Under-20 Women's World Cup this summer. However, because it is Costa Rica and Panama hosting, they get an automatic bid, meaning just 2 openings are now available from this tournament. A big competition, of course, Cuba. For them, they're looking to make history and get through the group stages. Never qualified for the Women's World Cup. On the other hand, the US, no stranger to it. They have been in every edition of the Under-20 Women's World Cup. Good through ball, Matamoro, quick off a line on that one. And gives their team an opportunity to get up. Big ball is the option yet again out the back for Cuba. Germer and Wesley deal with it nicely. And characteristically from Dickey at the back there. Head coach Aldicio Grigo. Dishing some instruction on the sideline. Rodriguez can't find a red jersey. Dickey been a lot more involved in the last 10 minutes or so than she was at the beginning of the match. Good press from Cuba in the late going. Nice one, are in danger, deals with it nicely. Laura Harvey down there, who we mentioned her first match at the helm for this US Under-20 side. She was the head coach of the Under-15 England, an assistant for the Under-23s back over in England as well. A fantastic opportunity, she says, for her now to have this team and the rising stars of the future. Good ball into the box. And nicely dealt with by Matamoro. Coming up after this one, it's more action from Group C. The Dominican Republic taking on Honduras. It's been an action-packed day to kick off the Concacaf competition. Jamaica, Guatemala splitting points earlier on this afternoon in the 4-4 draw. We approach the first 30 minutes in the books. It's Poppy Miller. Thrilled for you to be joining us for this one, wherever you are doing so from. Trinity Rodman on your screen there, playing that number 9 role this afternoon. Sandra Benitez having a look at Spanstra. She just took one on the shin down there. Spanstra from Brighton, Michigan, going into her junior year with Virginia. Started all 22 games that she appeared in as a sophomore in 2019. Like we mentioned, the 2-time All-American, and this gives an opportunity for everybody to get some liquid on board. A hydration break, very humid temperatures in Santo Domingo. Well, each time a girl joins football, the world takes a stride towards equality. If you empower a girl, then you empower a community to fight for their dreams. Concacaf W, we belong. Alexa Spanstra looks to be in a bit of pain down below. Maybe forcing Laura Harvey into making a substitution in the first half. Sure, down on the sideline. We'll wait to see if she's able to make her way back into the match. Looks like she's coming back in. Good to see for the United States. We mentioned this team littered with talent. Also on the bench as well. Some substitutes. Macy Bell being one of them. Cuba, another free kick coming up. Referee just dropping her back a couple of yards. You can hear the shout to get into the box. Here comes the delivery. An outswinger from the far side. It's a good one into traffic. The US look like they can get it away. Derma looking to get the momentum back going for the US. Wesley invites Dickey to join in. Derma takes space. Nice swanger. Been good pressure from Cuba. So far they've just been caught off with a couple of direct balls through. Holmes. Pinto. A nice turn maybe. Mia Fischel can create some opportunity with it. Nicely done by the back line for Cuba. Nice swanger. Big ball over the top, and this time Matamoro comes out. And it goes over the top of the crossbar regardless. Hold your breath moment for Cuba yet again though. We'll take another look at this. Looping ball over. Matamoro just gets involved with the collision there, and maybe an opportunity for the follow-up. Fischel just launches it over. She was electric in the early going. 2 goals so far in this match. Holmes. And there's that pressure from Cuba we were talking about. Really hanging on that back line. Borrego. Can't find a red jersey. Nice swanger. Looking for greenery. Back to Dickey. Pinto will take over, ground ball through, trying to lead Spanstra into the attack. And nice defending in the end from Hernandez. Spanstra, she's found success down this flank so far in this half. Really starting to open up a bit in the middle of the park now. Holmes. Wesley. Well, for the US, they've won a record 5 Concacaf Women's Under-20 Championships. In 2018, they fell to Mexico in PKs. A great tap in there. Alexa Spanstra gets on the score sheet as well. 4-0 United States. There's been a couple of great build-ups from the US, really finding success down these flanks. Just catching the Cuba back line, a step off. And in at the back post with the follow-up run, Alexa Spanstra makes it 4. I'll tell you what, they don't get much easier than that, but a brilliant run, right place, right time, exactly where she needed to be. What a fantastic feeling that must be to get on the score sheet for your country. Can Cuba find an answer? Valdez, outnumbered by white jerseys. Again, opting to go over the top. Dickey is there. And she'll just poke it out to Gurma. Gurma so composed at the back, a leader in every sense of the word. The Sanford captain. Started 24 games of the 24 she appeared in. Like we mentioned, was called into the full national team camp in November as part of the 2018 side that helped the US reach the final in Trinidad and Tobago. Nice Wonger. Invites Gurma forward. Looping ball again down the flank. A brilliant touch on the far side. Into the box it goes. Falls all the way through the back. This time Spanstra just caught inside. De La Poeta. Official. An opportunity building. Cuba outnumber. Spanstra. Finds one down the line. Holmes. Into the box it goes. A lot of velocity on that one. The redirection not there. Offside anyway is the call. Another look at this. A brilliantly slipped ball through. Holmes. It might have actually just caught her arm in the end. Nice Wonger. Matamoro off her line. Again, tease it up to go long. Foul down this near side, an opportunity for the States to bring it out. Aldana just too much on Wesley. So brought down right in front of the assistant referee. 40 minutes in the books, 5 to go until half-time. 4-0, the United States lead if you're just joining us. Official, Pinto and Spanstra all getting on the score sheet in this first half. It's been very positive from the US. De La Peruta can't do anything with it on that occasion. Another lovely flick through. Some great trickery coming in the attack from the forwards. Laura Harvey busy dishing some instruction down there. Official just caught. And now Cuba bring it to safety. The work rate of the US has just been second to none. Transitioning very well when they need to defend. Good battle down the flank. Success yet again. Looping ball over. Spanstra sets it up on a tee. And Fischl, it's a hat-trick for her in this first half. Another close-range goal for the United States. An excellent team goal. And Mia Fischl, 3 goals for her so far in this match, off to a flying start. Brilliantly done by Spanstra to set her up. And she just makes sure that rockets into the top of the net. And Matamoro had absolutely no chance. Well, we mentioned earlier the US prior to this one have had 18 games in this competition where they've scored 5 or more goals. They'll make that 19 here this afternoon. But you can just see, watching Laura Harvey there, once more. And this US team will never be satisfied until the final whistle. Spanstra does just enough to force Cuba out. Laura Harvey saying a couple of weeks ago she's been so lucky to be able to watch and get to know a lot of the players and coaches while scouting over the years for the NWSL draft. The strengths of this current player pool are that many of them have been such high performers for their club and college environments that this past fall they're coming into camp with such a confident mindset. They're all fantastically good individual players, but really it's merging them into a great team. They know how to win individually, that's for sure. And it looks like they're coming into this one firing on all cylinders so far. Holmes tries to find Fischl and her feet. And all the way through Matamoro. Gives her team an opportunity to get up. Just about 1 minute left to go of regulation in this first half. You mentioned there's games that's already happened here today. Jamaica, Guatemala split points earlier on today. 4-4 was the final score of that one. This is the opening match for both the USA and Cuba. Group C play will continue this afternoon. Dominican Republic and Honduras is up next after this one. A great day of matches. Pinto finds Fischl. Spanstra picks it up on the flank, cuts inside. All the way across the park it seems she goes. Looking for a looping ball over, nothing to come to fruition on that occasion. We are in overtime. Confirmation, 1 minute we will see added to this first half. Injury of Spanstra, that will be from. And very dynamic down this near side. La Peruta orchestrating from the middle. Into the box it goes. Fischl is there again. And she has now got 4 in this first half. Another close range goal. She just cannot be stopped in front of net. Matamoro in disbelief there. Brilliant work from Mia Fischl. Let's have another look at this. Great dribble to the end line, takes the deflection. Fischl follows it all the way. And a nice tapped in volley. Mia Fischl, 4 goals She is having an absolute field day out there this afternoon. And that will be the last kick of the first half. 4 goals for Fisher, 1 for Pinto and 1 for Spanstra. The United States have had a phenomenal first half. 6 goals, they lead Cuba. As both teams make their way off the pitch. And a very warm and humid day out there. An opportunity to take some hydration on board. A big half coming up for Cuba. Can the US continue to dominate? We will find out. Join us at halftime. We'll take a look at the first half highlights. We'll be back just after this. Welcome back to Santo Domingo. It's been an absolute field day for the United States in this first half. They came in after a training camp in Miami. Cuba lining up, both teams bursting with pride to represent their country. A warm, hot and humid day in the Dominican Republic. And here comes the first build-up from the United States. Spanstra found so much success out on this flank. Fischel takes her time, cool and composed, slots it home past Matamoro. And she opened the scoring for the United States. If she had enough time to take a couple of touches. And here an error in the middle of the park from Cuba. Meant a long ball into the attack. Mia Fischel caught Matamoro way off her line and just slotted one home. Excellent stuff from her. And that was only half of what we saw from her in the first half. Another great build-up. This time it was Pinto that was led through one-on-one, and she made sure of it, that it found the back of the net. Blasting it past Matamoro. Another one-on-one opportunity there, as you can see. The US were firing on all cylinders yet again as they built through the midfield. Lofty ball out wide to get in behind the Cuba back line, and Alexa Spanstra, right place, right time, did everything she needed to do to find the back of the net at close range. And here we go again. That wasn't all we saw. The US just really dominating. Spanstra heads it back in, and Mia Fischel, she makes sure it finds the top of the net. Lofty ball across, nicely worked, excellent teamwork. Mia Fischel, 4 goals in the first 45 minutes. And we'll take another look at this. The build-up was excellent. Falls all the way over, and another tap in from Fischel. Just watches it down perfectly, and a volley. Matamoro in disbelief there. And that was all we saw from the first half. An excellent performance from the United States, who lead Cuba 6-0 at the half. Total shots, Cuba managed to get 1 away, none of which, however, were on target. But they found success pressing the United States in their own box when they got the opportunity. But overall, the US just really dominating. Stay with us. We'll be back for second half action just after this. Welcome back to Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. 6-0 is the score here at halftime between the United States and Cuba. Over in Group E, Canada and El Salvador, 0-0 at the half. And if you missed earlier on today, 4-4 was the final score between Jamaica and Guatemala. The US been firing on all cylinders in the first 45 under head coach Laura Harvey in her first match at the helm. The official with 4 goals in the first half, Brianna Pinto, had the one, as did Alexa Spanstra. Just about set, ready to go for second half action. The third meeting between the United States and Cuba. And for Cuba, they're looking to make history. They've never qualified for the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. Looking to turn that around, but they've got a difficult group to get through. They would make history by just getting through the group stage. And it looks like we are going to see a change for them at the end of the first 45 to start the second. Suarez makes her way in. And it looks like it might be Valdez to come out. So Suarez into the match. Valdez staying, so we'll give you that substitution very shortly. We're underway for the second half from the Dominican Republic. Tall task for Cuba in these 45 minutes. Lopez makes her way out, the centre back. You mentioned at the first half, Cuba found success when they really pinned the United States in their own box. Just caught one too many times down the flanks. And the US just ever dominant down the middle. Can they get on the score sheet? High press from Cuba in the early going. Pinto knocks one out wide. Rodman. Trinity Rodman, greenery in front of her, looking to go inside the box. Still Rodman, all the way across. Spanstra could not capitalize on it. And Cuba get away with one there. Excellent work from Trinity Rodman down this near side. Two tickets to this summer Under-20 Women's World Cup on the line from this competition. In the years prior, there has been 3 teams to qualify for the World Cup. But because Concacaf countries Costa Rica and Panama are hosting, they have both been granted those automatic bids to the tournament, reducing the number of berths for the Confederation. So stakes are even higher than ever in this competition. The US have been in all editions of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. And like we mentioned, Cuba would love to make history by making it there. Nice swanger on your screen there. She's been absolutely phenomenal so far in this match. The real connector in the middle of the park. Rodriguez can't pick out a red jersey. Rodman. Germer, the Stanford captain. The 2019 College Cup most outstanding defensive player. Such a leader on and off the pitch. Here's Fischel. One-on-one again. Mia Fischel looking for another goal, and side netting it is this time. She put her head in her hands on that occasion, but she can't be disappointed with what we've seen from her in this first half. And there she is, just couldn't get around Matamoro. She's got 4 goals under her belt in this match so far. All the way back, Germer. Includes Dickey. Likes to possess from the back. The United States just really looking to control the tempo of the play. Six goals on the board, but we know they won't want to let off the gas. Wesley. To and froing across the back line. Germer to bring it up. Here's Pinto. Room to roam in the midfield. Out wide, an opportunity here. Spanstra. Just one too many touches as she got inside the box. Nice swanger. Lofty ball over, a dangerous one. Rodman. Does enough to keep it in. A fancy bit of trickery. And that one looked like it took a deflection, but it'll be a goal kick for Cuba in the 50th minute. Poppy Miller on call for this one. Thrilled to be bringing you this game. Thank you for joining us for this afternoon's match, wherever you are. An exciting time for these rising stars of the future. Nice sportsmanship down there from Pinto. And a very, very warm day in the Dominican Republic. Difficult to play in such hot and humid conditions. We saw a water break in the first match. And we had a water break through injury in the first half. Maybe just a case of cramping down there below. Well, we mentioned the United States. They have won a record 5 Concacaf Women's Under-20 Championships. They fell to Mexico in the last tournament in Trinidad and Tobago. And as we've said during this match, only the top 2 will punch their ticket to the Under-20 Women's World Cup. So much to play for from this competition. The stakes are higher than ever. The US off to a flying start with a dominating performance so far. Rodman just runs away from her. Tamoro, the 20-year-old, one of the members of FC Santiago de Cuba. I mentioned in the first half, all of Cuba's players are based domestically. The most of them, 6, play for Santiago de Cuba. They've really had an opportunity to gain that consistency, playing with each other at the club level. Maria Alvarez, 19 years old. Been busy in the midfield in this match so far. Big ball into the attack, looking to go over the top. Nice Wonger. Looking for space on the flank, forced to cut in. Swanger always with a head on a swivel, looking around. An excellent connector in the midfield. Official looking for the trickery once again. Just oozes so much confidence. Swanger brought down. This will bring up an opportunity for the US here. Pinto picks it up. Along over the dead ball as well. Sandra Benitez, our referee for this one. And the sun definitely playing a factor in these set pieces. Difficult visibility out there. Options in the box for the US. And Benitez just having a word with the wall there. 0-0 is the score between Canada and El Salvador, playing simultaneously to this match. And it's one from the training ground. A brilliant ball into the box. And everything was well executed, just missing that final piece. Definitely something that's routine for the US. Nice Wonger. Lifts the head up, fancies a strike. Forces Matamoro to make the save. No damage done for Cuba. Again opts for the long ball out the back. Returned all the way down the other end of the park. Rodman brought down. And another opportunity coming up for the United States. You see here Suarez jabbing in. Trinity Rodman brought down. She was definitely off to the races with that one. A brilliant opportunity there. Nice Wonger lines up over it again. Let's see what they'll cook up this time. The momentum hasn't really got going with all the stop-start that we've seen in this second half so far. Nevertheless, I'm sure Laura Harvey thrilled to have a couple of back-to-back set pieces that can really test their training ground rituals on. Suarez busy organising the defenders. Numbers on the run for the US. And again, a dink ball into the box. This could be dangerous, just pumped up over the top of the crossbar in the end. Matamoro takes quickly, opts to go short this time. The US quick to press. Fischl, again, loves that flick through. Nice swanger. Fancy footwork at the top of the box. And outnumbered by Cuba. Falls all the way through the midfield. Struggle to keep the possession. Germa back to Dickey. Leslie, another one just so comfortable at the back. Teammates with Germa. There'll be a throw in down that far side. If you're just joining us, 6-0 is the score. All a substitution to make their way in now to this one. Coming in off the bench, Samantha Meza. And out comes Spanstra, who has had an awesome match today. Found so much success down those wings. Did a great job of setting Fischl up. She must be very pleased with the shift that she's put in on this one here this afternoon. Samantha Meza from Dallas, Texas. One of the younger players of this side from the Solar Soccer Club. Rodman. All the way over the back. Free of pressure, an opportunity here. Pinto couldn't connect. And now Cuba an opportunity to put numbers back behind the ball. Nice Honga. Taps it wide. Laura Harvey really just shows the confidence that she has in these players. One of the youth club players in Samantha Meza on the pitch now. And now we'll see another substitution, this time from Cuba. Nunez to come off. And Ghana to make her way on. Looking for that spark up top. Another one from Santiago de Cuba. A familiar face for many of her teammates out there this afternoon. Good ball into the box. It's a dangerous one. Pumped up. Cuba the first to it. Cleared to safety. US looking to rebuild. All the way through Rodman. On the run in the box to the end line. Drops one back. And Pinto just couldn't quite get over the top of it. Another excellent opportunity. That one goes knocking though. End-to-end stuff as of late. Leslie just brought down to ground there. Took a bit of a chunk of the grass as well with her. Quickly taken to restart. The US showing great fitness out there this afternoon on a very warm day. Nice swanger looking to creep through. Offside is the call. It's been all over the park so far in this match. Let's have another look. Very, very close it was. And it may have just ran away from her anyway. Another substitution coming up for Laura Harvey. That will be the end of the day for Mia Fischel. And what a day it has been for her. 4 goals on the afternoon, and she is replaced by Summer Yates. From Washington, going into her junior year. And she will take Fischel's place up top. Burma back to Dickey. And this, the US now get caught. A chip ball over. Couldn't find the back of the net, but best chance of the match so far for Cuba. And a real wake-up call for the US backline. Let's have another look at this. An error out the back. On the far side, a loose touch from Wesley. She almost had to pay for it. Cuba did well to apply the pressure straight away. But the scoreline remains the same. The United States leading by 6-0. Wesley. US looking to get back on the front foot. Looking to clear and get away. Hernandez tracks back into the box. Just 17 years old. And up comes Jenna Niswonger to whip one in from the far side. And in swinging delivery coming up. Niswonger may have overcooked that one. Sky high it is. Valdez drops back in. And another substitution for Laura Harvey. Out comes Shea Holmes. And in comes Brianna Martinez. To make her way in for this one from Albuquerque, New Mexico. 4 caps at this level already. Was a member of the Under-18 national team. Been all over the world with them. The Notre Dame product. Big ball out of the back by Cuba. Rodman for Germa. Laura Harvey on your screen down below there. More action coming up after this one from Group C. It's the Dominican Republic taking on Honduras. It's been an exciting day so far, many goals. 4-4 was the final score between Jamaica and Guatemala earlier on today. It's going to be a very busy week with these group stages. Valdez all the way back. Matamoro to take a couple of touches. Opts to go short. Bit of congestion there. The shot is taken and almost over the top. A goalkeeping error from Matamoro. And the United States make it 7-0 against Cuba. Looks like it'll be Katie Tuong credited with the goal. Let's have another look at this. just over the top. An absolute nightmare for Matamoro as it falls through her hands. She tries to recover, already over the line. And the United States add another one to their tally. Katie Duong from Portland, Oregon. Was part of the Big Ten All-Freshman team in 2019. Started 15 of the 16 games she was available for when she wasn't with the national side. And despite being absent, she still led the team with 15 shots on goal. Been to 3 national team camps in the last 6 months. Here come the United States once again. Big ball over to the back. Picked up at the far post. And another opportunity there. 8-0, the United States. Samantha Meza, one of the youngest players on this roster, notches a goal for the US. And they are having an absolute cracker of a day out there this afternoon. We'll have another look at this. Looping ball over, just seemed to linger, got touch on it, and then found that side netting. An excellent finish once it was brought down from the youngster. And the United States just with such a dominant performance this afternoon. Composed at the back all the way through to Dickey. Well, if you're just joining us, it was Mia Fischel with 4 goals. Pinto picked up 1. Spanstra got 1 before she went off. An own goal. We'll see who exactly gets credited with that. Meza as well picked up the other one. But it has to be Katie Duong. She hit the strike, and we'll await the confirmation of that one for the 7th. 8-0, the United States leading Cuba in the first match of the Under-20 Women's Concacaf competition. Laura Harvey still down there demanding, dishing her instruction out to her side. The US looking to continue their legacy of being at every edition of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. And they are certainly on the right path as we're now in the 70th minute. Poppy Miller, thank you so much for joining us for this one, and what an exciting one it has been so far. For Cuba, they're returning to the Concacaf Under-20 tournament after an 8-year absence. They haven't advanced from this group stage, looking to make history this year. Their worst defeat of all time in this competition came against the United States. It was a 9-0 defeat. The likes of Alex Morgan getting on the score sheet in that match. 8-0 is the score here now. Like we mentioned, though, the US just been ever dominant in this tournament. In 18 games prior to this one, they've scored 5 or more goals. Still 20 minutes left to play here. Safety in numbers from Cuba at the back. More to come still after this game this afternoon from Group C. Dominican Republic will be taking on Honduras following this match. Like we mentioned, Jamaica, Guatemala have already played this morning. 4-4 was the score of that one earlier today. Shot of Samantha Meza, one of the goal scorers from this afternoon's match from Sola Soccer Club. A young forward of this side. Pinto. Into the middle, nice swanger. A good tap through, this could be an opportunity for Yates. Matamoro quick off a line. Good goalkeeping from Matamoro. Valdez looking to work one through. Nice swanger, takes over, charging through the midfield. She's brought down the referee. Waves play on. Back on her feet to pick it up. Some nice footwork from Meza. Rodman. Benitez giving that in favour of Cuba. Another substitution coming up for Cuba. Out comes Aldana. And into the match, Gongora, just 17 years old. One of the forwards on this team. Can she create some magic up top for her side? Meza. Meza just struggling to keep it in. Down on the end line as it trickles away from her. Quickly taken. Cuba just struggling to get out their own half. Not too many options on. All the way home. Alianne Matamoro forced to be involved yet again. Pinto gets the 1-2, fancies a strike, takes a deflection. Just hear that one, the power that she got behind it. Wide of the target in the end. Suarez down in the box, took one right on the back. We will have a brief stoppage in play here in the 75th minute. Not too far off on that attempt. Matamoro forced to make sure. Quickly taken. Looking for the direct ball. This time will go in favour of Cuba on the far side. Another look at this collision. And just straight through the back, Brianna Martinez. A bit too much on that one, says the referee. Rodriguez. There's a summary of our goal scorers in this match so far. Mia Fischel had 4 before she departed the game. Pinto had 1, Spanstra with the other. Just so many goals for this US side. Meza also getting on the score sheet. Meza. Pinto drops it back to the back line. Germa forced to include Dickey. Laura Harvey been orchestrating from the sidelines this entire match. Cuba thought they had an opportunity to break away through. They'll be pulled back for the foul. Rodriguez on that one. Dickey pumps one up. Nice Wonger. Been very impressive in this match. Summer Yates on the chase. Perez trying to connect. Pressure comes from Cuba, and Ghana leading the charge from the front. A real spark since she's come in off the bench. Football knows no gender. Football knows tenacity. This is your open invitation to get off the sidelines and get in the conversation. Concacaf W, we belong. The US dictating from the back. So many of these players, experienced players, attempting to qualify for their second World Cup. Just over 10 minutes left to play from Santo Domingo. Laura Harvey with a very talented roster, 16 collegiate players, 3 youth club players and 2 professionals on this 20-player roster that she has with her for this competition. Great to see some of those younger players getting minutes. Excellent work in the build-up. Summer Yates finds space out wide. Just rolls away from Meza. To the top of the box it goes. A nice cut inside. Meza lays one off. An opportunity here. It's a brilliant ball and punched up by Matamoro onto the woodwork. Fantastic save from what was an excellent strike. Let's take another look at this. Just a bending ball looking like it was going to curl right into the top corner. Matamoro does just enough to get a touch on it. Phenomenal goalkeeping. Terma. Such a consistent key player in the back line. A leader and a communicator. Everything you could want in a captain. Claudia Dickey straight through the middle. Pinto. DeWong looking for the 1-2. Will go all the way over the top. Nice Wonger. Back heel it is. DeWong in the box, sends it over. And couldn't quite get over it on the back post with the header. Another nice build-up though from the United States. We'll have another look at this. Nice Wonger. Lovely back heel there. Lofting ball over. Rodman was there. Just couldn't get the redirection on it she wanted. Just over 8 minutes left to play now. 8-0 is the score. I'm Poppy Miller. Thank you so much for joining us for this one. Stay with us because coming up after this, we've got more action from Group C. Dominican Republic taking on Honduras. An action-packed day from the Under-20 Women's Concacaf tournament. Nicely slipped through Matamoro. She's had to be very busy this afternoon. She's making an excellent save a couple of minutes ago. And the USA just relentless with the pressure. It breaks down in the midfield. Wesley makes sure. Mangana just stretching out her teammate there. Cramp and fatigue maybe starting to set into this one. Temperatures have dropped though, which is nice. 82 degrees at kickoff. Slightly cooler now. Everybody taking an opportunity to get some liquid on board. A very, very warm day nonetheless. An excellent day if you're Laura Harvey. First match as head coach for the Under-20 women here. Was hired in January. Like we mentioned, comes with so much experience, both from overseas with Birmingham City and Arsenal, and then 7 years coaching in the NWSL. Also no stranger to international football. And today marks the first step towards the road to that qualification for the 2020 Under-20 FIFA Women's World Cup. It is all to play for. Ana Pinto on your screen there. She's got on the score sheet herself in this match. And it looks like Borrego is making her way off the pitch to receive medical treatment. As we look to get back underway. Nice Wonga. Germer, the Stanford captain and the US captain. Falls all the way through for Matamoro. Coming into the final 5 minutes of regulation from this game. It's been an absolute triumph for the US. Some bright spots for Cuba as well. They knew the task was taught for them coming up against an ever-dominant United States team. Ground ball from Germer. Knocks one out wide. Meza. A little bit of trickery to get around. Can she get the negative ball set up on a platter? Nothing to come of it. Safety in numbers yet again from Cuba. Wesley. Not too many options on. But forced to safety from the back. Claudia perhaps. Nice one yet again, weaving through the middle. Duong. Nothing to come of it, but quickly taken by the US. Still on the press, the ball comes flying in. Matamoro deals with that one nicely. Nice Wonga works her way back. Been such an energetic spark. Here's Germer. Tip over the top. Nicely brought down. The referee waves play on. No advantage, so she will give the free kick. Summer Yates, the one to be brought down by Cespedes. And now this sets up a real opportunity in the final couple of minutes for the USA. Nice swanger, she wants this one. Let's take another look at this though. Summer Yates battling there. And Sandra Benitez, very rightly so, gives the free kick. Just over 2 minutes left to play. Damage control at this point for Cuba. Katie Dewan, one of many in the box there. Brianna Pinto lays it off for nice swanger with the strike. Hit with power and pace, just missing the placement on that one. Straight into Matamoro, who gets rid of it quickly. Now maybe a little frustration starting to rise. A yellow card given to Mengana. Oh, have another look at this. Just comes flying in there. A push. Like a couple of steps over as well. Just keep your eye on the cleats there. Very dangerous play. And she has been shown mustard as we approach the last minute left to play of this one. Nice swanger. Opts to go back. Couldn't pick out a white shirt. Dickey way out of her box to get involved. Germa rolling through the middle. Back to nice swanger, pumps one forward, Rodman. Top of the box, and it goes, a dangerous one, and the United States managed to make it 9 as we approach the 90th minute. A fantastic finish. Summer Yates gets on the scoreboard as well, and Laura Harvey just must be thrilled with this team's performance in the first match of Concacaf play. Take another look at this. Again, working it in on the flank. A fantastic finish. It looks like it was Brianna Pinto to slot that one home, her second goal of the night. Two players running in there. Brianna Pinto is the goal scorer on that one as well. The United States leading Cuba 9-0. In extra time now. Here's Meza. Nice swanger, just brought to ground in the midfield. Martinez. Straight through the middle. Connects with Yates as it just escapes Summer Yates in the box. Well, the road to the 2020 Under-20 FIFA Women's World Cup has begun in the best possible way for the United States. Their first match of group play. And that will be all we see from Santo Domingo. The United States 9, Cuba 0. It has been excellent stuff. There are the goal scorers, Fischel, Pinto, Spanstra, Duong and Meza. We are going to take a look at all the highlights, recap the match and take a look at final stats right after this break. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to Santo Domingo. Today's match, the United States taking on Cuba in the group stage of the Under-20 Women's Concacaf tournament. All smiles as we got set for kickoff for this one. The first game at the helm for the Under-20 coach, Laura Harvey, and things got off to a flying start for the United States. Spanstra down this near side. Manages to find Fischel, takes a touch, slots it home, and she opened the scoring in the 9th minute for what was to become a very busy afternoon for Mia Fischel. She then picked up the second, a long direct ball, caught Matamoro off her line, knew the goal was open and knew it was just a tap-in. That would mean goal number 2 for the US. Mia Fischel on the score sheet yet again. Another good build-up down the flank from the United States, this time to go straight direct into Pinto, who took a couple of touches. And so much power and pace through that one in a one-on-one opportunity against Matamoro, who didn't really stand a chance. Pinto, another one who was very busy during this match. A great build-up in behind the Cuba back line, a deflection, and Spanstra, right place, right time, open goal, but does exactly what she needed to do. And she found the back of the net. An excellent tap-in. Spanstra very, very busy. And now here we see Mia Fischel yet again. Spanstra lays it off, and she will make sure it is in the roof of the net. Excellent ball across, set up on a platter, and she was not missing that from that close range. Very busy all afternoon, just roaming in the box. An opportunity came here, took a deflection, and she followed it down, volley straight in to make it 4 for the United States. Excellent stuff from Mia Fischel. Laura Harvey on your screen there. That was half-time. The United States came out firing on all cylinders in the second half as well. We knew they weren't going to let up on the gas. Pinto, direct ball through. Fischl yet again, one-on-one with Matamoro. Takes a couple of touches, side netting it was on that occasion though. And here was a shot from distance, a goalkeeping error. Katie DeWong on the score sheet, a fantastic strike. Matamoro just had a slip, a mishap in goal. A couple of the substitutes getting involved in the attack on this one. Meza to find the back of the net. And they were just coming in from all angles, an excellent one into the side netting. And just when you think it might all be over, it isn't quite. Tapped over the top of the crossbar. Matamoro, a very busy afternoon in goal for her. Long ball over. Rodman assessing her options. Two players there, but it was Pinto to slot it home, her second goal of the afternoon. And overall, she made it 9 for the United States in the final minute of regulation. Some fantastic stuff, and that was the final whistle. The road to the 2020 Under-20 FIFA Women's World Cup continues, and up next we have got more from Group C, the Dominican Republic taking on Honduras. But as of right now, the United States beat Cuba 9-0 on behalf of Poppy Miller. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you soon.